Imagine a landscape sculpted by relentless winds and draped in a blanket of ice, where towering glaciers make their way towards the sea, carving off colossal icebergs that drift silently into the frigid waters. The air is crisp and clean, carrying the faint scent of the ocean and the distant calls of penguins, while the sun, in its perpetual summer dance, casts long, dramatic shadows across the pristine white canvas. This is a land of extremes, where survival demands resilience and adaptation. Yet it is also a place of breathtaking serenity, where the sheer scale of the environment instills a sense of awe and humility, a reminder of the delicate balance of our planet and the importance of preserving this pristine wilderness for generations to come. It's a place where the human footprint is minimal, allowing nature to reign supreme, a testament to the power and beauty of the natural world, and a beacon of hope for a future where such places can continue to thrive. This is Antarctica, sculpted by ice and wind. A place where life clings on, adapting to some of the harshest conditions on Earth. And here, amidst the blizzards and breaking waves, a remarkable creature thrives: the Gentoo penguin. The Gentoo is a penguin of contrasts, recognisable by its striking white eye patch and bright orange-reddish bill. It's a creature of both elegance and comical clumsiness. They are the third largest penguin species and master of the Antarctic Peninsula. Unlike their emperor penguin cousins, who breed on stable sea ice, Gentoo penguins opt for ice-free coastal areas for their colonies. These colonies spread across Antarctica and various sub-Antarctic islands, creating bustling hubs of activity during the breeding season. Spring in Antarctica is marked by the return of the Gentoo, who are coming back to their breeding grounds. The males will arrive first, staking their claim to a patch of land and diligently constructing a nest out of pebbles. This nest isn't merely a cradle, it's a symbol of ownership and declaration of intent. A well-built nest is a powerful lure. Males will fiercely defend their territory and their nest from rivals, engaging in ritualized displays of aggression. They will lower their heads, flap their wings, and let out loud trumpeting calls. It is all about showing the females who is the strongest and most capable. And this is the first step in finding a mate to start the next breeding season with. When a female arrives, the real courtship begins. There are bows, mutual preening and vocalizations. And if a bond forms, the pair will be inseparable. In many cases, Gentoo penguins stay with the same mate for several years, strengthening their bond with each breeding season. The female typically lays 2 eggs, carefully nestled within the pebble nest. Now begins the long and demanding task of incubation. Both parents share the responsibility of incubation, taking turns to keep the eggs warm. They endure freezing temperatures, relentless winds, and the constant threat of predators like skuas and sheathbills, who are always on the lookout for an easy meal. After roughly 35 days, the miracle of life unfolds. The chicks emerge fluffy and vulnerable, and their survival is entirely dependent on their parents. For the next few weeks, the parents dedicate themselves to feeding their chicks. They make repeated trips to the ocean, diving for fish, krill and squid, then returning to the colony to regurgitate the partially digested food for their hungry offspring. This is a tough job, but the parents work together, making sure that both chicks are fed. The chicks grow at an astonishing rate, fueled by the constant supply of food. Soon, the chicks' downy feathers are replaced by waterproof plumage, preparing them for their first plunge into the icy waters. As they grow bigger, the chicks begin to form creches, which are large groups of young penguins that huddle together for warmth and protection while their parents are out foraging. This also allows the parents to focus on hunting, knowing their chicks are in a somewhat safer environment. Finally, the time comes for the young penguins to leave the colony and embrace the ocean. Learning to swim and hunt is a task on its own, but it's a skill they must master to survive. Gentoo penguins are skilled divers, capable of reaching depths of over 200 metres in search of food. They are agile underwater, using their wings as flippers to propel themselves through the water with incredible speed and precision, which are a must in order to find enough to eat and survive. Life in the ocean is not without its dangers. Seals and leopard seals are formidable predators, posing a constant threat to the penguins. Each penguin's survival depends on vigilance, agility, and a bit of luck. The penguins must be aware of their surroundings at all times. Once a year, the Gentoo penguins return to land for another critical process: molting. They shed their old, worn-out feathers and grow a new waterproof coat. During this time, they are unable to enter the water to feed and must rely on their stored fat reserves. But the future of the Gentoo penguin is far from certain. The Antarctic Peninsula is one of the fastest warming regions on Earth. Climate change is altering their habitat, impacting their food sources, and increasing the frequency of extreme weather events. Scientists are working tirelessly to understand the impacts of climate change on Gentoo penguins and to develop strategies for their conservation. Monitoring population trends, studying their foraging behaviour, and assessing the health of their ecosystem are all crucial steps. The Gentoo penguin is a resilient creature, a symbol of life in one of the most unforgiving environments on Earth. Their survival depends on our ability to understand the challenges they face and to take action to protect their fragile world. By reducing our carbon footprint, supporting sustainable fishing practices, and promoting responsible tourism, we can help ensure future generations will be able to witness the remarkable life of the Gentoo penguin on the edge of the ice. And as always, until next time, stay curious.